Here we go again. Take two. We're here with Nick, who's being recognized as one of Ally's Bright Young People. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about the work that you do?
Yeah, so I am a legal aid attorney at the Hugh Lane Wellness Foundation. So I provide legal aid services for low-income LGBTQ plus and HIV positive folks in southwestern Pennsylvania. Um, Name and gender marker changes for trans and gender expansive folks. We do some eviction defense, some public benefits advocacy, as well as some expungements for criminal records, and also just anything folks bring in.
And can you talk about how do you feel that your work is being recognized tonight?
I think it's lovely. I I was just I was just speaking about Trans Day of Visibility not too long ago, and it's nice and it's important to have um, this work highlighted. Um, Honestly, I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I'm used to being the one interviewing and doing the representing, so it's a little weird, but I'm happy to be here.
We appreciate it. You talk about you're doing a lot of work with the community. What has been the most impactful part of your work so far?
So before we even get to the courtroom, I think one of the most impactful and important moments happens when I'm usually the first attorney that my clients have ever worked with. And when they realize that they can let their guard down and relax in that setting, that's amazing. And then even bigger than that, I think, is um, along the way, the advocacy and the information that comes with pursuing a case, I find often comes with a sense of empowerment. This feeling that people can pursue what they want and they do have rights and they can exercise them, that uncertainty starts to go away. And that's amazing to see because people are different by the end of it.
You're talking about representing the community. To you, what does it mean to be rooted in community?
It's odd. I guess I don't know what it doesn't mean to be rooted in community. I sometimes joke that due to my work and my friends, like I can spend days, if not weeks, without interacting with a cis straight person, unless I do it on purpose, or unless it's a judge that'll do it. But no, I love having my coworkers. I love being able to work at a place where um, I can be myself and I don't have to code switch or go back in the closet. And I love having friends and coworkers who I can talk to about these experiences and they know where I'm coming from.
And what inspires you to do the work that you're doing?
Um, I well let me say this. I went to law school because I was tired of being in academia and learning about the problems we're facing as a community and as a society, and talking to very smart people about these problems, but not being able to do something about it. I think pursuing a career in law, in legal aid, more than anything, if I was not practicing, if I did not have an outlet to feel productive, I would get so frustrated. So I feel like I need that outlet to feel like I'm contributing. Otherwise, I would lose it.
Gotcha. And you talked about the work that you are doing. How does the work of the Allies does impact or inspire your work?
I mean, at the heart of my work, of our work at Hugh Lane, we have a public health approach to our advocacy, to our mission. And I always say the reason I'm at a health and wellness organization is because of social determinants of health, and looking at health from a broad perspective, all the things that contribute to a healthy life and overall well-being. And I think all of these things, your legal rights, your housing, your nutrition, your transportation, as well as direct medical services, they all overlap, and we have to address all of them, or else it's not going to work.
And you talked about why you went to law school. There are a lot of young people now who are getting involved in various issues. What advice would you have for a younger person who's just now starting out and trying to get involved with the issues that they care about?
I would not discount what we might call informal activism. The things folks can do out with their friends sometimes is more needed than official 501c3 or law firm activities. If you have a drive and a passion to pursue a helping profession, that is excellent, and you should do it, and there's room for you. But I also would encourage people to keep doing what you're already doing and know that that work is valuable. Your protesting, your expressions of joy, your fundraising, all that stuff matters. And sometimes we need to not discount that work and encourage it, even when it's not high stakes or as professional as some other types of work. It all needs to happen.
And what does it mean to you to have community support behind you?
Community support behind me. You know what it is? I think I probably take that for granted a little bit. Because I remember starting out, some of the learned instincts I had from law school, some of the fears I had about being perceived as unprofessional, or emotional, or immature because of expressions of queerness, which are not always seen as professional. As I get more confident, as I have more daily support that I'm fortunate to have from my coworkers, from my friends, from my community, those inhibitions start to drop, and I just I get better at my job, but I also, I think, become a more whole and happier person.
And my last question is, what does the work of Allies mean to you?
The work of Allies. I mean, we're all here because of the work that was started by Pittsburgh's first HIV and AIDS response clinics, which morphed into Allies, which spread out into all of these different organizations and groups. And we're very fortunate to have the density of community organizations that we have in Pittsburgh. It's sort of a strange thing to have a city of this size with so much support. And it's wonderful. And it all goes back to the sacrifices that generation made, fighting HIV and AIDS and creating this whole model. We're all here because of them.
All right, Nico, congratulations. So happy for you to be recognized as one of Bright Young People, and thank you so much for all the work that you do.
Thanks so much.
All right, that is it. See, it was